And no one's gonna help her? Wow.
Of course they're not helping you. Do you think this looks good, ladies? Because it looks ridiculous. It's clearly staged just to test men to see if they actually still help you. When you spend years telling everyone how strong and independent you are and that you want men to leave you alone, not only that, but men have the chance of going to court just for helping women. And you expect men to help you? It's funny when women are always pushing for more equality because in these videos it shows what happens when you actually give them that equality. I mean, just a hint, they're not taking it well.
Okay, here are some of my theories why men don't approach women in public. Okay, number one, I think they have had a super horrible, traumatic experience with like literally one woman. Like one woman really did them so dirty that traumatized them moving forward. Like they can't even move forward because they're still so hurt from the past one experience that they're moving from a place of hurt and not from like a healed perspective.
I mean, it's not just one woman doing that. It's years of women doing this to the point where men don't approach. They openly said for many, many years that they wanted men to leave them alone. And then they put themselves in this power position to make it seem like men are intimidated by them, when really men are just walking away from a problem, a headache. There's no reason for everyone to lose it. See, when women do it, when women walk away from a problem, from somebody that's giving them a problem, then automatically she's assumed as brave, strong. When a man does it, he gets shamed for it. How's that any different? Like, why would a man not be able to walk away from someone that's giving him a headache? I mean, did you ladies just expect men to just sit there and take it, like, forever? I just don't think that's equality. I think it's women just doing whatever the hell they want. So why are you complaining? Maybe just look at why they're walking away. But what does this one do? She comes on TikTok and complains about why men don't approach them anymore.
2, men have a very sensitive ego. And they rather protect that ego from it getting bruised just a little bit, just simply by a rejection from a woman, than to actually go and pursue something. Okay, and third point. Men have it way too easy now with all the dating apps and Instagram and sliding into someone's DMs. Like, why would they want to do that in public when they can just choose the easy way out and do it through social media behind a screen?
Isn't it with the women that are doing that? Because I don't see a lot of women approaching men. Unless the man is out of her league, then they do approach. I think it's easier for the women to go on the dating apps and reach out to men. I don't think it's the opposite. Hey, there's no rule saying you can't walk up to a man. In fact, you have just as much rights. You can. I just don't think women thought this through.
Dating can be so frustrating. We could be talking to multiple guys, and guess what? End up with no one at the end. Some guys are just not capable of taking the lead of just being like, let's go out, let's do something. Instead, they'd rather just be like, oh, I'll see you there, because they know you're part of this organization or you're part of like this group or whatever, that you go on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. Like, what happened to real men courting women? Like, I want that man. Like, I want my husband to be capable of saying, hey, I want to take you out, let's go this day. If I say I can't make it that day, be like, okay, what about that day? There's always a way around it, and we can always communicate to make sure to make things happen. And nowadays, guys, if they hear we can't, I'm busy, but like, how about another time? And for them, it's over. Like, it's just like, okay, I'll see you around. Like, what is this?
So she was just saying if she says no, to ask again? I mean, can you imagine if a man said no to you? Would you ask him again? No, probably not. Most definitely not. I mean, if you're going to say no, but you want him to ask you out, you could just plan an alternative date. You can plan dates. In fact, because everyone's all about equality, you should be planning the dates. And if you're going to be going out with multiple men, you should probably be paying for the full dates. Because you're not dating with the intention of finding someone to settle down with, you're just dating. You're just going through men. Maybe if these women saw how expensive these dates became by going out every night, they would cut it down a bit. It's funny because women want men to control things, they want them to lead, and then get mad when they do. You gotta make up your mind, ladies. You can't have just whatever feels good at that moment.
I am so tired of men acting so dense that they don't know the difference between harassing a woman and pursuing a woman. I'll say something like, I don't like when I'm out in public and a man asks for my number and I say no, but you can get my Instagram, and a man continues to try to push for the number even though I've already set the boundary that I'm not comfortable with it. Then I'll get a bunch of men in the comment section saying, well, do you just not want to be approached? No, what I want is for a man to be able to read the room, to pick up on social cues and take no for an answer. And I know that one's hard for you guys to comprehend, but when a woman says no, it means no. Okay? And if she changes her mind, it's not out of enthusiasm, it's out of fear. And that should turn you guys off, that a woman is not interested, right? It should just be like, oh, okay, I'm actually good on it too. Not, oh, you're saying no? I want to keep trying harder. Oh, you're uncomfortable? I'm getting turned on. Because that's what it comes off as.
If you want men to start reading your thoughts, you're going to have to figure out a way to make these thoughts into a 3D motion picture form, because nobody can read minds. And if they could, they would probably run away because of what they see. Also, shaming them into approaching you is not going to work. Maybe try being nice. It gets you a lot further than what you're doing right now. It's funny to me that these strong, independent women are too afraid to walk up to men and then have to accuse men of being too afraid to approach them, when it's actually they, the women, that are afraid to approach men. Yeah, I mean, women are unhappy that men gave them what they want. It's funny for me looking at it, the more equality they get, the less happy they are. And it's just because there's no exchange. Ladies, you're demanding for too much. You expect men to just give, and you just take. And if you want all these things, fine. If you want men to plan the dates, pick you up, approach you, that's all very fine, but you're not looking at the value you can bring. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Bye.